now.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the October 26th meeting of the Sebastopol Sunrise Rotary Club. How we feeling today? You guys in line, we're going to say the pledge. You guys ready?
Yes.
You guys going to kneel or anything?
No.
Paula? Wait a minute. Alright, try it again.
Please face the flag.
Okay.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, well done. And let's see, is Mr. Glom thinking? Are you thinking, Jim? Microphone.
I, not events, have the power to make me happy or unhappy. Today, I can choose which it shall be. Yesterday is dead. Tomorrow hasn't arrived. I have just one day today, and I'm going to be happy. And that was Groucho Marx.
Ready for our song. Let's not put it on the radio.
Well, look, we had someone else dressed up. Wonderful, huh? We're dressed up too. We always look like that.
Yeah, we're just like this.
Always look like that. Anyway, we had a Halloween music.
Yeah, we did.
It was. And we got like elections in baseball, exciting things. We got that also true. So, I was thinking, I told you I thought of another song. Okay. We got a great picture of a flag. You got the flag here. How about your grand old flag?
I am. Yeah.
You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may it wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. Should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag.
Oh, check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Well, there you go. Thanks to our greeters. Rose got well greeted. I had another choice for a greeting flag. Oh, but I thought it was too scary.
I gotta stay.
Is that too scary? Man, that's good. Oh, yeah. But I want you to get you guys good. Yes. Speaking of microphones, Pam and Jeff are on the microphone today. You guys are ready, right? We're up, we're ready, we're rolling.
Is that the AC mark?
Let's see. Let me start with, there's going to be a SCARF meeting tonight. One question was. Tomorrow night, that's what I meant. Who's going?
There you are.
Are you going? Are you going?
This guy's white guys aren't up yet. Don and so I'm okay. Okay, you get that, Barbara?
See
Cool.
me after.
Let's see. I want to talk about these pins. First of all, everybody's got a rocket pin? Yes? Anybody need a rocket pin? Good. Everybody's got them. We have lots of them left. So, liberally take them. If you're going to go like make up at a meeting or something, or you know a Rotarian you want to give one to, that's the thing to do with it. Spread them out across the land. Okay, that's there. Do we have any visiting Rotarians? We ain't got none? Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
This is a picture of, it's called A Rotarian Club in Illinois, 1950. So I don't know which club, but they all look like actors. So do we have any guests? We must have a guest. I know that. Yes?
What?
Felicia, is it?
Yes, zombie.
I guess we just don't recognize you because but hello, Felicia. Okay. That was it. We just wanted to say hello and admire your touching outfit.
This week is school, is a special day or something. Every day the student will dress up different. And today senior is Jack Curry. So my host parents, they help me make up and make the clothes. This is catch up and the 30 or something. Everything put together and yeah, this is a lot of fun. And this is my first Halloween.
So, I don't see any other guests. No other guests? No?
No guests.
Okay. I thought we were going to have a very important guest today, but I guess he's not here. Ken was supposed to be. Great. We'll just remember. So let's start off with a foundation moment. If you guys stop chewing.
Yes, okay, very good. Okay, well, yeah, the Rotary Foundation was started as an endowment fund in 1917, and we're now celebrating again the 100th year of Rotary Foundation. It was started by the President R.C. and it was, I think it was, from I read, 1947 was when the Rotary Foundation really came into its own in its financial health. It is a not-for-profit corporation that supports the efforts of Rotary International to achieve world understanding and peace through international humanitarian, education, and cultural exchange. When you give to the Rotary Foundation, you're fighting disease, you're providing clean water, you're educating children, and you're helping local economies grow. You're promoting peace with the Peace Fellows. You're helping children grow up around the world without the fear, and their parents, the fear of polio. And the World Polio Day was October 24th. Think this month, it's almost over, of giving to the polio fund. We're almost there. We need to wipe out polio around the world. It will be the second disease around the world that has been wiped out. The first one was smallpox. We want to get rid of polio. And Clay has a few words to say.
Good morning. This is a very special year in Rotary. It's the 100th anniversary of our foundation. It started out as an endowment, about 10 years later it became a foundation. And I'll tell you that we just received an award for one of the best foundations in the United States. You should be very proud of that because most of your money goes to good causes. This month's issue of Rotarian has a lot of good material about what the foundation does and how it became. Started with $26.50. So the president of International Rotary has asked that everybody give at least $26.50 this year to the foundation. But here in the district, we're asking that everybody give $100 at least to the foundation this year because it is our 100th anniversary. So please consider that over the next couple of months. Don't buy that extra puck, put it towards foundation and make the goals that we have and do that good thing in the world. Thank you.
Okay, good one. And that's one of the reasons we're here. It's about humanity, and we do that with our dollars and our sweat and our ink. So that's it. And now it's time for announcements. My first announcement, welcome back, Mari. Way to go, man. Kicked another day down at the open backyard motel. What? Oh, an announcement.
Yes, there is another announcement. So some of you may not realize that one of the lesser-known parts of my job is the ability to find the president when he's grievously erred. So it's been brought to my attention, President Scott, that you have seriously offended one of our members by giving her a defective toy prize.
Only one.
Please turn it twice. This, that you can't see, is supposed to be glowing in the dark. Turn the lights back on. We've had it tested, laboratory approved, it just doesn't glow. So Nancy Wilson has come to me and asked me to fine you $10.
I'm scared. But I won't forget it. Any other announcements? Any other announcements? Right.
Yes, there's a unit club that's really involved with our telemedicine project. Mary Graves is on the board with us. The Rotaractors are super involved. Just coming back from Nigeria. Anyway, that club is having a golf tournament this weekend, if it doesn't rain. There's still raffle tickets that are being sold for that golf tournament. They're $20 each, and those involved with telemedicine here should definitely buy a raffle ticket. If anyone interested, they need a few more golfers. Anyway, I have tickets here,
So we have lots of golf. I don't understand the game personally, but I know the guys out there doing it. Rick isn't here, Michael isn't here. So, why don't we mention it again? Oh, it's this week, right?
Oh, Foxtail Golf Course.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I'll learn. Mike proposed.
Thank you. I actually have two quick announcements. One, Joe and I are going to have a quick membership meeting right after our club meeting. And all of you who said you were interested in membership, we'd really like you just to join us for a minute at Joe's table. And we don't have anybody specifically in the pipeline, but we have several people who are potential candidates. So I think we need all of us get working on this. That's number one. Number two is this afternoon at 3 o'clock at at Burbank Heights Housing. There will be a candidate forum for the hospital district election. And I don't know that anybody really wants to come, but in case you do, it's at 3 o'clock at their major conference. Thank you.
Vote for Gail.
That's another $10. That's $20.
President Scott, I just want to remind everybody about homecoming, November 16th, the last meeting before the Thanksgiving break. And Debbie sent me a list of emails of friends of ours. I'm going to put it out. If you know these folks and have an updated email for them, please let us know. Thank you.
The most common misconception about domestic violence is that it's a woman's issue. it is not a woman's issue. Until men start realizing that manhood is not connected to ownership or abuse of women, the problem won't go away. So I'm just going to add one small statistics and then invite you to a forum. If national statistics bear out, 3 women in this room and 4 men in this room have been involved in some way in domestic violence. Tonight at 7 o'clock, Community Church of Sebastopol, content by the YWCA, a forum on domestic violence. What you can do to prevent it, what you can do if you see it, how law enforcement can help, and why it's your responsibility. I urge you to come. Thank you.
So I wanted to say something else. When we send out the weekly update, I'm learning PowerPoint. I blew this section up over here. And I want to show you this button right there. Right there. If you just click on it, it will take you to this Flickr page. And each one of these squares represents a meeting, and there's the photograph that we take. You can go there and you can look at them. You can see the Falcon or the Brothers Michelin, or you can go back in time and see like past meetings, or you can even go further back in time, where you can see this was our first casino night. And this is Jerry in the jacket. Look.
That was the best.
Or you can go back even further in time. We remember that. More on this later. Anyway, I'm just saying. Look at these pictures. It's really fun. You can go all the way back to. I think Jim's here. It goes back forever. Okay. We have one partner birthday. And thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. Thank you. Jerry Phillips. You know I had to use this picture sooner or later. It's a beautiful picture.
Phyllis's birthday.
Right, Jerry Phillips. Anyway, don't forget.
Mike, 18. Mike,
Oh, what a beautiful picture. That's our daughter's wedding in Seattle in July. Yes, Phyllis's birthday on the 29th. And
you have big plans.
We do. We're headed to Nevada, actually. We're stopping in Nevada City on Saturday to spend the day with my sister and spend the night. And then we're going to Nevada for 10 days to do what we can. I know we're non-political here, but we're going to do what we can in Nevada for 10 days until November 8th.
Oh, okay.
All right. Glad to see you.
Michael isn't here because he has COVID, but he's back in town now. He's been in Nigeria, right? Nigeria? And these pictures were on Facebook, and apparently they made him and Dr. Good a chief. I don't know why, but I wanted to mention that I have a thank you letter here from the Rotoplast folks, thanking us for our $2,000 donation and reminding us just how good, just how much good it does for all the children who need. Let's work it out. And go, Jared, go.
Thank you. That money was to help fund a mission that is happening. Phyllis and I are actually leaving November 27th, the Sunday after Thanksgiving, to Faridabad, India. And I'll have pictures and stories in December on that. Thank you, Club, for helping to support that.
The Rotoplast is one of the most important things we do. I think it really has an impact on people.
Definitely does.
And on us as well. Nick, you're up. Nick's going to do is, who the heck am I talk so that, oh wait. So that, good job. Okay, well, I'll just hear it. This is talk.
I don't know if I'm the longest fermenting, almost new, full member in history or not, but it seems that it's taken a long time to get to this position. And quite frankly, after pulling weeds with Charlie and playing bocce with Pam and Terry and playing golf with Michael McLaughlin and drinking coffee and beer and wine with at least half of you, if not more, you already know pretty much who I am and what my background is. Very briefly, I've been married for 42 years to Teresa. We have 3 wonderful kids, and I have 4 lovely granddaughters scattered here in Sebastopol and in New York City. And I spent my working career in educational sales around the world, teaching folks to speak English. I'm still on the board of that company, and I'm on the board also of an affordable housing development corporation down in the Bay Area that is currently housing 15,000 people in the state. But I'd like to reveal to you a hidden talent, but I certainly have no, like Linton last week, who had considerable hidden musical talent. My hidden talents are decidedly not musical. So I'm not going to sing anything or play anything. That's not me. However, as Michael Phelps knows, I do have another life that is more or less a literary life. And so I thought, as further introduction of myself to you, I would read something that I wrote a dozen years ago. On Christmas Eve, 1970, Major Albro Lundy, my cousin's husband, was shot down over Laos. For 34 years, he was missing in action. In 2004, remains were discovered. They were brought back to the United States, identified, and confirmed that this was Al. In April of 2004, I went to Arlington for his burial service. And as part of that service, I had a chance to speak to his family and friends with something that I wrote for Al, and I'd like to read it for you, if I can. Find me, O trusted muse, for I am lost and know not where to begin. I remember a man who was older than I was 34 years ago, a man with huge hands that smothered my poor hand shaped like a blanket. Al's was a velvet grip, warm yet firm. His smile was genuine, a yard wide and all teeth. His voice was soft and deep, serious and no nonsense. Just a bit intimidating for a callow college grad with longish hair and a different point of view. But his eyes had a twinkle that said welcome, friendship, and respect. I'll never forget his eyes and hands. Who among us has the right to judge the day that followed night, to cast the stone of proud conviction in memory of our contradiction? Who can claim the sacred ground, hallowed by the bugle's sound? True believers can scarce conceal the depth of loss that tears reveal. Somehow we had sought each other out at that late summer family beach party, each anxious to confront the other. to try to understand, ever so gently and quietly, the other's point of view. He was the career Air Force pilot, serving his country at war, returning for another tour in Vietnam. I was the newly certified conscientious objector, intent on serving my country through church-sponsored community action programs among the disadvantaged. Al and I believed differently, deeply. There was probably little said that afternoon worth remembering, but I've remembered for 34 years that he treated me and my beliefs with respect, and in doing so, helped me grow up. Those who lived as they believed, whose story told is yet perceived as testament to courageous portents of life, whose end stole innocence. Without guile or mindless zeal, a simple point of view revealed how clearly shone another light to one whose strength was not to fight. My generation will not forget the Vietnam War. It smolders just below the surface like an always-on gas jet susceptible to the slightest spark. It may be from an old photograph, a name in the news, a world map, or an oldies tune. It's scary how many sparks we see and hear almost every day. For the families of the servicemen and women lost and still missing, the sparks must come hourly, or every minute, every second. Memories of love do not die in those loved. Memories echo across 34 years, flickering flames, not quenched by tears. Pain so deep defies description, eyes upturned, life's soul redemption. Oh, it didn't have to happen that way, but it did. It could have been so much better, but it isn't. Life isn't fair. That's right, it isn't. But we will get by, we will survive. God is watching us, but from a distance. Free will allows us to make such a hash of things here on earth, but it also allows for greatness, courage, steadfastness, dedication, and love. And every day, with every fiber of our strength, every ounce of purpose, every shred of commitment, we must dedicate ourselves and whatever is left of our lives to making this world a better place for life. In honoring life, we honor Al, his life, his greatness, his courage, his steadfastness, his dedication, and his love. Deep within the hidden quiet beats the life we should be living. Conscience and right thoughts run right, full of hope and love and giving. Worlds of people yearn for truth, faith to believe a better way. We hold the power in precious youth that promises a brand new day. How can we not find in our hearts the melody that love demands? Harmony in quarter parts, guided by Al's eyes and hands.
Okay, a quick announcement about the Halloween party coming up on Friday. Here's some costume ideas. Creepy clowns, big-headed skulls, girl who... I also had some vintage costumes here. This Michelin man, and I got a big eye. And this right here, these guys made their costumes out of phones, but I thought it was appropriate because they're rotary phones. You never know how they're going to go over. You never know. Okay, and then I got some pictures of us in costumes. Us, and Star, Bruce. And then the only picture I could find of it, half of the logo. spooky food. I thought the ribs with the heart, the zombie.
That's very good.
Creepy. Okay, and remember, you're supposed to carve a pumpkin and bring it. I like the hamburger. And by the way, this would be not fair. Not fair. Okay. I want to mention about Rotary fellowships. These are groups of people with an interest in common, and they're Rotarians. You got the motorcycle riding fellowships and the diving fellowships, and this one.
Yes.
But also, you have beer drinking fellowships and jazz fellowships and gourmet fellowships. Now, fellowships do have more than just social aspects. They do actually have projects sometimes. But mostly, it's about, getting together and enjoying their common interest. And there's Bruce brought me a list. There's, I think, 69 or 70 of these. And you can start your own. You can go and say, I think I'll be a fellowship of astronomer photographers or something. But you have fellowships and you have action groups. And Bruce is going to talk about action groups.
Is that when you want to start?
Fellowships were organized in a way of providing you an opportunity of getting together with folks who have like interests and really having some fun, all doing a little bit of good. Rotary action groups, on the other hand, are very definitely focused on the works of the Rotary Foundation. A Rotary action group is a group of people who have technical expertise in that particular field. We have a couple folks here in our club who are members of an action group. Barbara, I believe you're a member of the microcredit group. I'm a member of the Peace Action Group. You see I right up there at the top left-hand side, Wash Rag, which is water and sanitation. The real driving force behind action groups is the ability to assist Rotary clubs in the projects that they want to do. Many of us have ideas of something we see a need for in another country, and we don't really have the technical expertise to know how to put it together in a sustainable way. And that word sustainability is the key, is our focus on projects these days. If they're not sustainable, they really aren't doing the job that we hope they would do. So if you go up online and go to the Rotary.org website and type in Rotary Action Groups, you'll see the list of some, 20, I guess, different action groups. And if you have an expertise in one of those areas, most of the action groups meet either online or once a year at a Rotary International Convention. But you can put as much time or energy into them as you wish. But if you have that special little ability, special little expertise, I challenge you to find an action group and help us do our projects in a better way. Thanks.
Thank you. One last announcement before we start our program.
Kathy.
Kathy? Well, what do you got, Kathy?
I'm not considering with the holiday thing, which is coming up, but.
Well, that's fine. We got time to talk about it. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that PJ is in charge of our casino night coming up.
Oh, gosh!
February 25th. I'm not sure he's looking like he wants to do a good job, but he's going to do a good job. Okay, so let's begin our program.
Just like everything.